Okay, here we are. We have a headlight as we are changing out to LED convert this T1N Sprinter with these conversion kits for the LEDs. Now they'll come, this is the high beam. It will have possibly this extra pigtail, which you don't need. If you see this, you don't need it. They should be pulled out of the box, but just in case. As you will need a red and a black, which is hot and ground. It's pretty simple. So whatever you do, you're not supposed to touch these with your greasy palms like I got, because that's bad. So don't touch that. Don't touch that dial. Anyway, so we already preemptively, we unscrewed all this to make it easy on ourselves, because you can get back here and do it. It seems pretty hard, a little bit more work possibly, because you gotta take this off. To take off the headlight, maybe we need other instructions for that, but take off screws.
You could get to it without doing it. It's going to be a little difficult.
But we'll show you when we took it out so you can see. It's probably, I mean, it's not too hard, but you could do it while it's in the vehicle. Take off the cover. In here, you'll see the little one over here and the big one over here. This is your driver's side, so it'll probably be opposite for passenger side. But on the left side is your low beam of the driver headlight. So on the far left, if you're in the driver's seat, will be the low beam. This is the high beam. Right now we're working on, this one is a high beam. So on the high beam, you'll see a plug that goes into the light. That's your red. So you pull that out and you stick right here. That's your headlight. You don't need that. You're going to go into the wire that went into the headlight, your old headlight, and you're putting the red in the one that went directly in the headlight in the center. Now off to the right, you'll see this little brown one. Hopefully they're all brown, but you never know. There's a little wire right here. It's really rigid. This one is the ground. So you'll be taking this off. You'll be taking this off.
You might need to.
You'll be taking that off with the screwdriver.
Sometimes you have to pry it a little bit to get it out.
And you got to grow a beard, because that helps you be a better tech. I don't have a beard, so I'm not as good of a
Look
tech.
down here where
okay,
See,
okay, sorry.
I got it off and you missed it.
You got it off? Okay.
Sometimes you got to pry this in here.
Seems kind of
to pull it out, because
if it was in,
it clips in.
So it's in the vehicle, it'll be a little more difficult, but in your Sprinter, yeah, use a little screwdriver, and the black one goes into the copper one right there. Now you're hooked up to the wires in your Sprinter, and you take out that light. The little clips, don't break them. And there, you take the light out, put that in your Christmas stocking, give it to your buddy. Tell him it's for a T1N. He needs to get one. Anyway, so you put it in there, you put the thingy in the hole there, and it clips in. We're not doing very good on our film, are we? But basically, you clip it in. You should be able to get it. It's pretty simple. That's about it. Now, you have these wires. It comes with zip ties. You want to zip tie these wires so they don't touch anything, because things get hot and they will melt. So you want the wires, zip tie them.
And not together.
Not together. You might also want to look at, well, now that this thing is loose, I want to cover it with electrical tape. I mean, it's a ground or heat shrink or something. It is a ground, but there's all kinds of electricity running here. You don't want that to hit something that's hot. So to be safe, I'd probably cover that with electrical tape. Seems to be the easiest. You might have some shrink wrap or something like that. Would be better off, but that's about it. So basically, that is the high beam on the T1N Sprinter. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@t1nparts.com.